Good morning, I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the July 26, 2017 edition of The Bible, Delight in the Details, as we continue our look at the Psalms. Today, we turn our attention to Psalm 143, a Psalm of David. And when you read it, you can feel the desperation in the psalmist. He is begging God for help. He is asking him not to turn his face away, but to rescue him. He is asking for him to save his life, lest he go down to the pit. He is asking that he would feel his loving kindness in the morning. You get a sense of absolute desperation. And what is fascinating to me is the very last line, the very last part of the last line of this psalm. Why should God do all this? For I am your servant. For I am your servant. You know, I don't know about you, but I have had occasion in my life where I am so upset, so in pain, so miserable, so frightened, so uncomprehending of what to do, that everything else goes out the window. It's very difficult sometimes to even think, to process, to learn something new. Usually with me, if I'm upset about something, the way for me to get out of that funk is for me to go learn something. But I've been in situations where I have been so low that my brain literally could not even focus on learning something new. And during those times, you have to fall back on what you absolutely know to be true. And you know what? I find that I get down to very basic things. I remember one time very vividly, I was in the family room of Kingscliff, our old home. And I got a pain that was just completely debilitating. It was a sudden thing, and I just collapsed on the floor. And I was by myself. I was very, very frightened. And I remember just screaming out, "I'm yours. I'm still yours. I'm yours." I just kept saying it over and over and over, because in that moment I knew that the only claim I had and the only help that anyone could give me was God. He was the only one that was around. And I tell you, I wasn't, at that moment, I wasn't going to list all the things that are great about me or that I think are great about me. Because I knew that was ridiculous. I needed help. I needed it right that second. And I knew that the only claim that a human being can ever have on God is that we belong to Him. And you just say, "I'm yours, God," with all my faults and all the problems and all the things that I heap upon myself and the grief I bring to you, Lord. I'm still your girl. I'm still your boy. I'm still yours. And ultimately, David the psalmist understood that. And I would say that those of us that do know the Lord, we know it too, because we've been through moments where, we know, don't try to say, "Lord, you owe me this," or "I deserve this." In Psalm 143, David says, "For there is none righteous before the Lord." He doesn't rely on saying, "Oh God, I'm so great, you need to help me." No, he just says, "I'm your servant. I am yours. And because of that, help me." Just remember that is the only claim that we ever have on God. The only reason we can expect help is because we belong to Him. And because of His glory and His love, He shines blessings and help and restorative power on us for the simple reason that we are His. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me on the next edition of The Bible, Delight in the Details. Have a great day.